Namaste students, welcome back to 10th English class, 6th prose, the last lesson. It's a beautiful story written by Alphonse Daudet. Alphonse Daudet, 1840 to 1897, was a French novelist and short story writer. The last lesson is set in the days of Franco-Prussian War 1872-71, in which France was defeated by Prussia. In this war, France was defeated by Prussia, led by Bismarck. Prussia then consisted of what now are the nations of Germany, Poland, and part of Austria. In this story, the French district of Alsace and Lorraine have passed into Prussian hands. The last lesson, Alphonse Daudet. This lesson is set in the days of France-Prussian War. The background of this lesson is, it is set in the days of France-Prussian War. France was ruled by Bismarck. Prussia then consists of what now are in the nations of Germany, Poland, and part of Austria. The Prussian defeated the French that war. Prussian defeated the French and the district of Alsace and Lorraine fell into the hands of Prussian. Okay, the two districts, what are the districts? Alsace and Lorraine. It was defeated by Prussia and it was under the control of Prussia. The oppressors not only wanted the territory but dominated over the language and culture of Germans, thus to take away their identity. Actually, that time French rule, they are talking and learning French. But after the control of Prussians, the oppressors means those who defeated France, that is Prussia. They not only wanted the territory, they want control over the place, but dominated over the language and culture of the German. They wanted to spread their language, thus to take away their identity. Here read the lesson to find out what impact this had on life at school. Here the name is the last lesson. France-Prussia war. What happened? France was defeated by Prussian and they insisted, all wanted to learn their language. Okay, that is the background of the story. I started for school very late that morning and was in great dread of a scolding, especially because Mr. Hamel had said that he would question us on the participle and I did not know the first word about them. Here, the central character, Master Franz, he started for school very late that morning. I started for school very late that morning. This boy started very late to school and in a great dread of, he is in fear. Dread means fear. He was in great dread of fear, scolding. Especially because, why he is fearing? Because Mr. Hamel, the teacher Hamel, had said that he would question on the participle. The teacher will ask him questions on the participle. And I did not know the first word about them. But this poor boy did not know anything. அவனுக்கு ஒரு வேர்டு கூட தெரியல participle பற்றி. Today, the teacher will ask him questions. So, he is very feared to come to school. Okay? And I did not know the first word about them. For a moment, I thought of running away and spending the day out of doors. If you have any test or something, You want to recite something and you didn't learn. What you will think? Oh, today we can take leave or some other things. Likewise, he also planned to take leave. I did not know the first word because he didn't know a word about participle. For a moment, I thought of running away and spending the day out of doors. So he thought to running away from the school and spend to outdoors. Spend the days in outdoors. But it was warm, so bright. It was so warm, so bright. The birds were chirping. The birds were making sounds. The sound of the sharp sound of the bird is called chirping. Short, sharp, high sound. Chirping at the edge of the woods. Woods means forest. He's seeing the nature. It was very warm, bright, and birds are chirping near the edge of the woods, and in the open field back of the sawmill. There is a sawmill. The Prussian soldiers are there. Prussian soldiers were drilling because that districts of Alsace and Lorraine was defeated by Prussians. But now it is under the control of Prussians. Okay, so the Prussian soldiers were drilling there. It was all much more tempting than the rule of participle. He is saying, I don't know the simple rules of participle, so he want to run away from the school. So this climate is tempting for me. What type of climate it was? It was very warm, bright, and birds were chirping at the edge of the woods. But I had the strength to resist and hurried off to school. But he took a sudden decision to run away from the school. So he went to school. Okay, what we learned in the first paragraph? This boy, he started for the school. He's a French student. His name is Franz. He disliked studying participle. That day teacher will ask him questions. So he thought of to move away from the class. But he went to school. When I passed the town hall, there was a crowd in front of the bulletin board. When he passed the town hall, when he is crossing the town hall, there was a crowd, lot of people standing there. Where the people were standing in front of the bulletin board. Bulletin board means notice board. Common ஏதாவது information தெரிய வைக்கிறதுக்கான ஒரு board, bulletin board. For the last 2 years, all our bad news had come from there. He is thinking, last 2 years, all the news had come from there. All the news were come from that bulletin board only. The lost battle, because that war I told. What is the war? Which war? That Franco-Prussian war in 1872-71. That lost of the war. Everything comes through every news comes through that bulletin board only. The lost battle, the draft, the orders of the commanding officer. And I thought to myself without stopping, what can be the matter now? All are crowding there. So, Franz is thinking every time some bad news is coming through that bulletin board only. What happened now? Likewise, Franz is thinking. Then, as I hurried by the fast as I could go, the blacksmith watcher who was there with his apprentice reading the bulletin called after me, "Don't go so fast, Bab. You will get to your school in plenty of time." Then Francis hurried very fast. He is moving. That time the blacksmith watcher who was there, the blacksmith. What is blacksmith? You know, those are making iron things, knife and all. That is blacksmith. His name is watcher. He was his apprentice, helper with him. They were reading the bulletin. Called after me, "Don't go so fast, boy, you are going very fast. You will get to your school in plenty of time. You got a lot of time there." I thought he was making fun of me and reached Mr. Hamel's little garden all out of breath. When I heard this, I thought this watcher was making fun of me and gaily pannunada because already he was late. Now he is hurriedly going to the school. This blacksmith watcher asked him, "You will have lot of time." So I thought he was making fun of me. Making fun of me means ridiculed. So I hurriedly reached the Hamel's little garden, all out of breath, with panting, because he is moving very fast. So he is saying, out of breath I reached there. Usually, when school began, there was a great bustle which could be heard out in the street. The opening and closing of the desk, lessons repeated in unison, very loud, with our hands over our ears to understand better, and the teacher's great ruler rapping on the table. Usually, naturally, when the school began, there was a great bustle. Lot of sounds will come from there, which could be heard out in the street. Street itself, I can hear the sound normally. The opening and closing. What are the sounds normally hearing from the school? The opening and closing of the desk. Students are opening and closing the desk. Lessons repeated in unison all together. Some drilling. Unison means simultaneous utterance of words. Drilling. Your teachers are drilling you are repeatedly. That is called unison, very loud, with our hands over our ears to understand better. Sit-ups or something. And the teacher's great ruler rapping on the table. Teacher's ruler. Rapping means striking with a series of rapid audible blows. Teacher have some scale with him. She will or he will rapping on the table, that all the sounds will come from the school. Now, this student Franz entered the garden of Mr. Hamel. Normally, from the school, lot of sounds come. Today, no sound is there. But now it was all so still. Today everything is quiet. No sound is coming. I had counted on the commotion to get my desk without being seen. He's without noticed how I can reach my desk. Likewise, I am thinking. But of course, the day everything had to be the quiet as Sunday morning. He's saying, like a Sunday morning. He felt it was like a Sunday morning because everything is quiet. Through the window, I saw my classmates already in their places. Through the window, I noticed all my classmates are in their places, and Mr. Hamel walking up and down with his terrible iron ruler under his arm. Hamel, the French teacher, he is keeping an iron ruler with him. He is keeping under his arm. I had to open the door and go in before everybody. Franz was very late, so he is thinking he had to open the door and go in before everybody. You can imagine how I blushed then, how frightened I was. See, if you come to school very late, what will happen? You will get some punishment. So he was very frightened, feared. But nothing happened. But that day nothing happened. Mr. Hamel saw me and said very kindly. That day Hamel talked to me very kindly. Go to your place quickly, little Franz. We were beginning without you. Yes, Franz, you are welcome. You go to your place. Likewise, the teacher told. See, what kind of news was usually put up on the bulletin board, can you say? All bad news like lost battles, draft, the orders of commanding officer came through the bulletin board. What was the usual scene when school began every day? Every day, what is the scene of the school? When school began every day, there was a great bustle of opening and closing the desk. Then, lessons were repeated in unison loudly, and the teacher's ruler rapped on the table. These are the sounds coming from the school. Okay, children? When Franz came inside, what Hamel told? Go to your place quickly, little Franz, very kindly. he told, we were beginning without you. I jumped over the bench and sat down at my desk. He jumped over the bench and went to his place. Not till then, when I had got little over my fright, did I see that our teacher had on his beautiful green coat, his frilled shirt, and the little black silk cap, all embroidered, that he never wore except on inspection and praise days. கொஞ்சம் பயம் மாறிட்டேன். ஏன் கேட்டால் ரொம்ப பயந்து வந்துட்டு இருந்தது. டீச்சர் திட்ட போகிற, பார்ட்டிசிபிள் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் ஆன்சர் பண்ணணும்னு தெரியல, லேட்டு. ஆனால் டீச்சர் talked to him very kindly and asked him to go to his place. So he jumped over the bench and sat down. That time he noticed the teacher was beautifully dressed. Teacher had on his beautiful green coat. ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் ஒகேஷனுக்கு மட்டும் wore பண்ணத ஒரு green coat போட்டிருக்கா. His frilled shirt was frilled, and the little black silk cap, he wore a silk cap, all embroidered, that he never wore except on inspection and praise days. Praise days, special occasions like inspections and praise days only he wore that dress. Special dress teacher wore that day. Beside means by the side of. Here besides, idillame the whole school seemed to strange and solemn. Very serious. Solemn means serious. The whole school was very serious. But the thing that surprised me most was to see on the back benches that were always empty, the village people sitting quietly like ourselves. இதை விட அவனை ஆச்சரியப்படுத்தியது என்னன்னு கேட்டால், பேக் பெஞ்ச் ஆல்வேஸ் எம்டி, யாருமே இருக்காது பேக் பெஞ்சில். ஆனால் இன்றைக்கி அந்த கிராமத்தில் சில முக்கியமான மக்களெல்லாம் வந்திருக்காங்க. The village people sitting quietly like ourselves, like students, they were sitting there. We can see who and all came to the school. Old Hauser with his 3-cornered hat, the former mayor வந்திருக்காங்க. The former postmaster, முன்னாள், former means முன்னாள். அதுக்கு what is the opposite for former? Latter, Latter, latter. Okay, the former mayor, former postmaster and several others. கிராமத்தில் சில முக்கியமான ஆளுங்களெல்லாம் வந்து கிளாஸில் உட்காந்துட்டு இருக்காங்க. Like students, they were sitting. Everybody looked sad. எல்லாருமே எப்படி இருந்தாங்க? Whether they were happy? No, they were very sad. And Hauser had brought an old primer thumbed at the edges and held it open on his knees with his great spectacles lying across the pages. Here, thumbed means a book which has been read often by bearing the marks of frequent handling. நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணி பழகிய ஒரு புக்கு. ஓகேவா? நம்ம தம்பு இம்ப்ரெஷன் எல்லாம் பிரிண்ட் வந்தது. The Hauser had brought an old primer thumbed at the edges and he held it open on the knees with the great spectacles lying. The Hauser brought a book which was thumbed. ரொம்ப பழகிய ஒரு புக் எடுத்துகிட்டு வந்து ஓப்பன் பண்ணி பார்த்துட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஓகே, while I was wondering about it all, Mr. Hamel mounted his chair. You can see in the picture, Hamel is mounted his chair. The same grave and gentle tone which he had used to me. Every time he is seriously talking to me. Likewise, today also he talked, my children, this is the last lesson I shall give you. What he told? இதுதான் என்னோட கடைசியான lesson. This is the last lesson I shall give you. ஏன்னு கேட்டால், he is a French teacher. The order has came from the Berlin to teach only German in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. 2 towns captured by Prussians. Which are the two towns captured by Prussians? Alsace and Lorraine. So, one order came from Berlin. Berlinல ஆர்டர் வந்திருக்குது என்ன? டு டீச் ஒன்லி ஜெர்மன். நாளை முதலுக்கு ஸ்கூலிலெல்லாம் ஃப்ரெஞ்சு சொல்லி கொடுக்கக்கூடாது. அதுக்கு பதிலாக என்ன சொல்லி கொடுக்கணும்? ஜெர்மன் தான் சொல்லிக் கொடுக்கணும். ஸோ ஃப்ரெஞ்ச் டீச்சர் சி இப்போ நம்ம தமிழ் படிச்சுட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க, திடீர்னு நவ் வி ஆர் ஃப்ரீ, வி ஆர் கோயிங் டு adopt new education policy and all renaissance came to our studies. But in olden days, in British rules, see, after capturing our lands, they are saying no need of mother tongue, you should learn English. Likewise you think, so for spoiling the culture, they are doing likewise. Here what happened, the Prussians ordered to teach German tomorrow onwards. That is, now only he thought about the bulletin board. The new master comes tomorrow. Hamel told, tomorrow onwards you will get a new master to which language? He will teach German. This is your last French lesson. So you know what is our lesson name? The last lesson, kadasiyana paadam. This is your last French lesson. I want you to be very attentive. Attentive means very careful. Today everybody should listen me, because this is my last lesson and your last lesson of French. What a thunderclap these words were to me. He was very happy. Oh, the Rachas, that was that they had put up at the town hall. Now only he came to know why the people are gathered in front of the town hall and reading the bulletin. My last French lesson. Why I hardly knew how to write. I should never learn anymore. Now only the student Franz felt very sorry because he can't write properly. He's not listening the lesson. I must stop there. Then, oh, how sorry I was for not learning my lessons, for seeking birds' eggs. For instead of learning lesson, what he do? வெளியிலெல்லாம் போய் சுற்றி what he is doing? Seeking birds' eggs. He is searching the birds' eggs or going sliding on the Saar. Sometime he went for sliding. Saar means a river in northeastern France and western Germany. He went to river bank and playing there. My book that had seemed such a nuisance a while ago, so heavy to carry. He's thinking, the books are heavy. My grammar and my history of the saints were all friends now that I couldn't give up. And Mr. Hamel too. Sometimes he is thinking about this teacher also boring. Why I am learning? He is boring the class and he went outside. He is spending the time. Likewise only, my dear children, you are not hearing your teacher's advice, parents' advice. What time we want to learn, we want to learn that. If we postpone things to tomorrow, you can't read, you can't learn well, you can't get success in your life. So, work while work, play while play, like that. Whenever you get a chance, you learn. Here, our Franz, the student Franz, spoiled his time. What he did? He went to river bank and he is seeking birds' eggs and he didn't learn grammar, he didn't learn the rules of participle or history of the saints or all. Friends, now that I couldn't give up. And Mr. Hamel too, he disliked the teacher also. The idea that he was going away, that I should never see him again, made me forget all about his ruler and how cranky he was. Now teacher told, I can't come tomorrow. Tomorrow onwards you will get a new German teacher. This is my last lesson. Hearing this, all the dislike ran away from France. Okay children, some questions are there. Other than the students who were present in the class. Who were present in the class? The village people, old Hauser, the former mayor, former postmaster and several others present in the class. Why all were present in the class, can you say? Because it is the last French class. Why did Mr. Hamel say it was the last French lesson? The order had come from Berlin to teach only German in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. So Mr. Hamel said that it was the last French lesson. Did you understand, children? The last lesson is set in the days of Franco-Prussian War. Prussian force under Bismarck attacked and captured France. The French district of Alsace and Lorraine went into Prussian hands. The new Prussian ruler discontinued the teaching of French in schools in these two districts. French teachers were asked to leave. France was a student and he was afraid of going to school and he had not learned participle. He wanted to enjoy the beauty of nature such as the bright sunshine, the birds chirping in the woods. The Prussian soldiers were drilling in the open field. France hurried off to school. There was a crowd in front of the bulletin board at the town hall. France thought all the bad news came through that bulletin board. The blacksmith watcher was reading the bulletin. He told France not to go to school so fast. France noticed the changes in the school. What is the changes there? Instead of noisy classrooms, everything was very calm and quiet. It looks like a Sunday morning. The teacher, Mr. Hamel, did not scold him for his late coming and kindly he invited him to come to his seat. The teacher was dressed as if he was in inspection day. The villagers, including all Hauser, former mayor, former postmaster, were occupying in the last bench. Everybody looked sad. The teacher told them that was the last lesson he would give them. The order had come from Berlin to teach only German in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. The new master would come the next day. The teacher informed them that it is their last French lesson. Okay, children, shall we stop here? Second part we can see in next class. Okay, thank you.